Tarquin said to me, would you like to come to the West End and see McFly? I thought, what a wonderful idea. So I've come to the Adelphi Theatre in the West End.
Great!
Hello, Chunky, live from the West End. This is The Voice of Reason. Tonight we've come to see Back to the Future, and it has a new star, Brian Conley. It's a puppet. Well, is this a flop? That's the question. Why would you come to see something that is about one thing, and that is a flying car? 1 minute of genius and a 2.5-hour show to get to it. Well, shall we go then at Back to the Future, the show that really is a one-trick pony. For me, I love to see the car. The car is magnificent. It's designed by the twins, two designers who have done a lot for Panto. They had flying buses at the Palladium years ago. If you go to regional pantomimes, you will see a lot of their tricks, and they are magical illusions, and that is what the car is.
Good evening. It's Dr. Emmett Brown, and this is my time machine.
Back to the Future is the story of going from 2025 back to 1980, back to 1955. It's the creepy story of a mother who falls in love and fancies her son because she doesn't know he is. Of course, in 1955, ladies had a bush. In 1980, ladies had a landing strip. And in 2025, ladies have a cock.
Sometimes, but it might just save your life. That's the power of love.
As for the rest of the show, I just found myself clenching my sphincter and wishing that I was at a Diane Abbott conference listening to How Lefties Think, which would have been slightly less dull than some of the flotsam and jetsam in this show. Listen, if you love Back to the Future, you might adore this show. The crowd seemed to sort of simmer this evening. They weren't really laughing at a lot of the jokes, but Brian Conley is the new star on his second day in the role. Brian is a master performer. He is a genius comedian, and at this evening's performance seemed to be channeling his inner Ken Dodd as the part which everybody knows, the iconic Doc. But I go back to what I said in the beginning. If you're coming to see this show, there's only one thing you're looking for, and that is the car, which is spectacular. It appears several times through the show, and the illusions are brilliant. It is a magician's masterpiece at times, but you do have to go through 2 hours of shite to get to it. The sound is magnificent. The band are ridiculously good. There's even live horns, which is impressive in an economy where a lot of people are putting such things on track. I don't know how this show's still going, because it's certainly not a West End masterpiece, it has to be said. Compared to something like The Lion King or even Les Mis or Phantom or Mamma Mia, it just doesn't have anything that makes me laugh out loud, makes me want to come back, or indeed makes me feel like there was a magical moment. I couldn't sing one line back from this show so far. I don't know what it is about this show, but it's just instantly forgettable to me. However, if you like Brian and you want to see a flying car, this definitely will be the show for you. But sadly, at £190 to sit in the stalls, it is pricey and unjustifiable in my opinion. However, what do I know? It's full this evening, yet the grids yesterday were half empty. There's some jiggery-pokery going on in the West End where these shows are able to fill last minute through whatever way or means possible. They're all doing good business, but are they making big money? The business of the West End is fascinating, and this show has survived, so for that I give it absolutely 2 thumbs up. But it is a one-trick pony show where the flying car is the thing we're all waiting for. I just wish they'd get on with it. The reality of Back to the Future is the finale is worth the money itself. However, there's nothing to say bad about the lighting, the staging, the sets, the cast, the costumes. They're all brilliant, they do a fantastic job, but there's something lacking in a story where a mother falls in love with her son. This is the stuff of a dinghy diver legacy, I suppose. Nevertheless, I had a lovely time. Nice lady there, look, doing her hair. Very nice, looking at her phone. Nevertheless, it's all right, don't mind me, I'm just filming. Welcome to the West End. So if you want to see Back to the Future, Brian Conley's in it until November. He's very good, and it is very good and very polished. It's just not for me. Each to their own. We used to be able to do that in the old days. Some you like, some you don't. Some you win, some you lose. Back to the Future at the Adelphi Theatre. Alex Belfield, News at 10, live in the West End at Back to the Future. If you want to go back to the future, you can join me for the news, 6 a.m. Monday to Saturday, where we have better time to remember when the news made sense. The phone-in's on Wednesday and Sunday at 9, and my new book is out on September the 6th. Yes, my little invasion into His Majesty's prison service. You can read my autobiography, where I've done 20 years of this, reviewing theatre and becoming the most unpopular and hated critic in the West End. Why? Because I tell the truth. Anyway, that's it from me. Brian, you're a star, but I'd rather see you do stand-up comedy than this. But bravo on your Ken Dodd impression. It's very good.